Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and today is July 28th, 2025. And man, I had to redo this intro. Why did you have to redo the intro, Bob? Well, I had to redo the intro because while I was sitting here doing the intro, a beautiful trade set up for me in the NQ. I videotaped the back half of it because I had to cancel this and start a new video. Anyways, so my day turned out like and I mean, I've gone back and looked at the charts like, holy cow. In the RTY, man, I could have made some money, and I'm going to walk you guys through what setups were potentially in the RTY to make some good money today. I mean, seriously, in the RTY's, a pretty good instrument to trade. It's pretty. I like it because I talk about it sometimes. I say this. I say it moves in straight lines. It has a tendency to be relatively deliberate when it's going from one place to another, and a little less manipulated than say the NQ. Plus, um, it it doesn't it doesn't seek stealing your money as much. And the penalty for being wrong on an NQ trade on an RTY trade is definitely less than the penalty of being wrong on an NQ trade because the ticks can really add up fast in the NQ. But anyway, so I'm gonna right after this, I'm gonna walk you through just minute by minute, candle by candle, what I'm seeing. I only took one trade in the RTY, and then I made my money, and I said that in the video where you'll see me take the trade because I took the trade live because I literally took it live because I was in a gold trade, got knocked out, and I continued the video because the RTY trade set up. So I did that whole thing live. You'll see it. And then I said, okay, I'm done. And I shut it down. And then I was, went and did some things, getting ready for the rest of my day. And then all of a sudden, wham, I thought, okay, I got to do an intro to this video. And I'm doing the intro, and NQ just set up a beauty. I almost missed it. I literally almost missed the trade. I jumped in at the last second, and it gave me like an extra $350 or so. I'm over 750, which is good because I'm not trading tomorrow. I have a medical procedure thing I've got to have done tomorrow. I'm going to be under the knife and out. So when I go out, I ain't coming back out and trading. I'm going to be out tomorrow. So this is probably a good thing I made $750 today because I noticed, at least recently, as the week has progressed, the trading has gotten, less and less exciting in this summertime. So anyway, it's good to make this money. One of the things I want to just continue to harp on is just the understanding that my strategy is predicated on finding points of rotation, and and I have a sequence of lines, static, and moving average, very simple stuff, nothing elaborate, nothing out of control, because enough opportunities show themselves off this that you don't have to have all this other crap on your screens that'll just confuse you, conflict you, make you think, make you doubt yourself. The number one thing you've got to do, in my opinion, when you're learning how to trade, and it's the number one thing I dealt with and I still deal with today, is emotion. And the last thing you need to do to deal with emotion is to have so many things on your chart that they create doubt, because then that's going to screw with your emotion. I'm telling you, less is more. Less is more. Less is more. Um, Notice I don't have any oscillators. I don't have any of that garbage on there. And I could do a whole video as to why I don't have that garbage on there. It's funny, oscillators do a really, 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 really good job of after the fact showing you, oh, you know what? This thing did go this way. And guess what? Price went that way. No, 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 no. This thing kept going this way because price went that way. Now the oscillator looks like a genius. For those of you that are longtime traders, you know what I'm talking about. So none of that garbage is on my chart. Jesus, you can overanalyze everything. And I'm sitting here going north south, which by the way, price is moving north and south because guess why? Guess why? Guess why? Volume picked up. That's why you don't need a volume indicator. Price moved up and down because volume picked up. That's why you don't need a volume indicator. You just need to open your eyes and look at the chart. If price is moving up and down, it's because the volume's picked up, and it's time for you to start partaking in what's going on. And then you could just focus on the places to oscillate from. Now I'm getting emotional. But anyways, I honestly, I have spent thousands and thousands, and I'm talking six-figure thousands of dollars trying to learn how to trade. And I have never been more confident trading with this simplistic approach that I do now than all the other shit I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to learn how to do. And I'm being freaking point blank honest with that. I mean, this is it. So what is the last element in all the things that you got to do? Well, it's the emotion. And if you have too much stuff that you're trying to pay attention to, that just creates doubt and screws up with the emotions, in my opinion. I don't have them. I'm still an emotional person. You guys get all that in my videos, and you get it when I'm in a trade. I mean, I am an emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeves. But at the end of the day, I feel my emotions suppressed the most doing exactly what I do right now. And I've reached a point where it's like I can see the rhythm in the market. I can see the rinse, wash, repeat. And it's becoming, again, nothing simple, but it's becoming easier for me to identify stuff. That's why, again, I was sitting here, did this intro already. Look up, there's the NQ. I'm like, damn it, I can't let that money go away. Now, Bob Anderson 5 years ago or Bob Anderson 20 years ago, he would have been like, I don't know, let me check my oscillators. Let me check this. Let me check that. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be second guessing everything I'm doing. I don't second guess things now. Anyways, let me do a quick walkthrough of the RTY chart today. And then on the back side of this video, you can see my live trades. Okay? So hold on. All right, everybody. What I wanted to do real quickly is I just wanted to talk about the opportunities that absolutely laid themselves out. And it's the rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. Now I didn't take advantage of these things. And by the way, I'm recording this 3 hours after I recorded the intro to this because I got stuck into a 3-hour conference call on designing some freaking houses. So I'm like way behind the 8 ball now. But I said I was going to do this. So, the market opens at 9:30, RTY, boom, 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 gets all caught up in these lines and stuff and yada, yada, yada. Rotate down, Donchian Channel low, smooth pullback, 1 minute gold line, bam, that's the trade I took. Shoot, down it went. Now, I even told you guys when I took it, you see it live. You'll see it live. When I took it, it was my order thing, from this right here. My order thing just jumped right up there real fast, and I didn't even cancel it, and bam, I'm in the order. So I had grabbed my stop immediately, threw it down to break even because I didn't want to take a trade into the top of the prior day close, and that's exactly what we just did. But it was a smooth 1 minute gold line, and bam, down it went to my target of 40 ticks like a dream. So then let's just talk about this. So we start meandering around, we didn't have a reset here, because the candles weren't above this gold line. So this wasn't a trade, but we go down across this line right here. Hold on here. Hold on here. Which one is that one? Prior day open. Right there. That's the prior day open. So we go through the prior day open. So there's no setup here, but there wouldn't have been a setup anyways because we didn't run here. We walked. We went here and up, and then down through. But what we did get is a crossover, retest, and bam, big green candles. Crossover, retest of the prior day open, bam, big green candles. There's this trade right here in reverse. Goes back, does a little monkey stuff. Watch this. Does a little monkey stuff on both, north of this prior day close, and then it rotates back inside. Now look at this. Watch this. So what did we do here? We did a crossover, retest, bam, gone, back to here. My target would have been here if I would have taken this trade. Then we monkeyed around here, didn't do a crossover retest or anything like that. Instead, we broke right back through it. Bam, bam, there's a retest. Break of that candle, bam, 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 bam. Where's the target? Right back to here, isn't it? Isn't that where the target should be? Let's see if we get there. Oh, yeah, we did. Bam. Look at that. So this $400 trade right here, if I didn't have the attention span of a chimpanzee, which I do. I don't have an attention span that I should have for trading. But I mean, bam, wait, because we could have had a big crossover retest to the downside here. That would have been really not. Now that would have worked, but instead we plowed back through it, came up on top, created space, sat there, bam, there's $400 more. Did all this, came back inside, went in, tested. This is not by accident. Went through that line, the prior day close, by 2 ticks. I think it was 2 ticks. Yeah, went through it by 2 ticks, and then bam, there's another $400. 400, 600, 400, 800, $1,200. Right there. All by 10:30 on the RTY. And the thing is, each one of them, no heat. No heat. None whatsoever. And I think that's pretty much it. Because, see, this is not a trade. This may have rotated up, but this is not a trade. Well, see, we came from here down to here. This isn't a trade. Again, you need that reach, or a rotation back inside, retest, and gone. Well, we didn't go below it, so you don't have a crossover retest. I don't think we have anything else here. Let's keep looking. Yeah, this is obviously dead. Look at this stuff. See, we're dead now. Yeah, we're dead. Hold on here. We are dead. Yeah, we're dead. And this isn't a 5-minute red line trade over here. So, yeah, we're dead. But there you go. 1 minute gold line, bam, $400. Crossover retest of the prior day open. How do you know you're on the right side of the trade? How do you know you had the right entry? By the sheer mass strength of the entry candle. Wham! When you got in here, by the time that candle closed, you were up 16 ticks. Come on, man. What more do you want? In summer trading, what more do you want? And then wham, boom, there's your money. It may have been even more than $400 to here if you gone to the target, and then boom, boom, and then down to the target again, which this was the target right here. I mean, anyways, I just wanted to point that out as observation as I was going through the rest of my day, sitting on the damn phone for 3 hours on a conference call, and I'm not going to be here tomorrow at all. Anyways, everybody have a good day. Bye. Man, oh man alive. It is July 28th, 9:40 in the morning. I literally turned my charts on right here when this candle right here was forming, this big green one. It's when I turned my charts on, and I was looking at my chart going, oh shoot, I missed a rejection of the overnight open. But no, it came back and gave me the W pattern. So I entered right here. Oh my God, it's my first trade. Might be my only trade of the day. This is amazing. This is amazing. I had a long week. I was out of town all weekend. For those of you in America, I went down to South Carolina and watched. Oh my God, am I going to get knocked out? Are you kidding me? No. After all that? Oh, you dog, you knocked me out. Jesus. Now I'm depressed. Now I'm depressed. I made a whole $40. Shoot, not even that. Damn it. Well, that sucks. Are you gonna come back and test? Or are you actually rolling over? Shit, I don't know. Man, I was out of town for the whole weekend. Well, I should say the whole weekend. I got home at 4 a.m. on Sunday. Tried to catch up, but I was at a 2-day outdoor concert. See people like, I don't know, like Hank Williams Jr. and Nickelback and Kid Rock. And it was like, for those of you that ever been to an outdoor concert, I mean, it was like, I don't know, 95 degrees in South Carolina in the middle of the day. So just to be clear, I had to be hydrated, so that meant a lot of beer. I drank a lot of beer this weekend. Holy cow. And I'm not much of a beer drinker, so yeah, I drank a lot of beer this weekend. Anyways, well, I'm gonna honestly see if this thing will give me another chance. I mean, the upside is worth it. It's been way up here all pre-market, then it ran down. So I'm kind of thinking they're looking for a spot to rotate from. That's my thought process. And the other spot is way down here. So we're either going to rotate here or we're going to break into new territory and start creating some, possible 1-minute gold line trade short. So, but I want to see this pivot right here hold. And if it does, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it long again. Of course, my phone's already texting me. Man, I am getting a slow start today. And I got some medical procedures being done tomorrow. So I got some things I've got to do later today. Oh, that's not good. All right. Well, I guess we're going to have to look for a 1-minute gold line. Maybe we'll get a crossover retest of the overnight open to the short side. That would help too, in conjunction with the 1-minute gold line. That would help. That certainly would help. That would help to the short side. I'm looking at the equity markets right now at the same time, and I'm telling you, they just look like a big, huge cluster. I mean, it's just garbage right now. And and the damn thing's open only 10, 15 minutes ago. It's like, damn. Well, I say that. RTY might have done a crossover. Hold on, folks. Just as soon as I say that, I get all excited and realize, wait a second. We might have a beautiful RTY trade setting up right here. Hold on here. Let me see if I can Let me see if I can drag this into the chart and show it to you. So here we are here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So this was this was what, open, and it ran down, and it got up and inside the prior day close. So I'm looking for a rejection, and I think we might have a 1 minute gold line. We certainly have the gold line helping us if it'll rotate. So let me just see if we can get that. All three markets are doing the same thing right now, though. They're all pushing long from their bottoms. So that just may be price moving to squeeze out some stops on the short side before it rotates down. That's what I'm hoping right here. So hopefully I can get, because this candle is below this prior day close still, barely. Boy, I'd love to see a rotation right here. Right here. Come on, right here. Let's do it. I am still paying attention to this, because if this rotates back up and down like we talked about, I got a 1 minute gold line potential. I've got an overnight open rejection potential. And this is definitely moving with conviction. This one's moving with conviction too, unlike the other two. The ES and the NQ don't really look too convicted right now, especially the ES. Jesus, that looks like garbage. Come on, RTY. Come on, baby. Come on. People, stop texting me. Yes, it's Monday. Yes, you need me to do something for you. I got it. Oh, shoot. Stop. Oh, I'm in. Fuck, I didn't want to be in. Oh, well, hold on. Well, I'm in. I didn't want to be in, but I'm going to take it anyways. That's obviously. I didn't want to be in because I was north of that line, but I got a 1 minute gold line. I'm in it. Damn it. I was trying to turn my phone messages off. Yeah, we may end up getting lucky. Probably not, but we're not going to lose any money. I grabbed my stop and put it in place. Holy moly, look at that. Oh my God, are you kidding me? So, my God. Well, the 1 minute gold line's working, or at least it's trying to. Holy cow. Come on. I probably should have played it to the low. Well, we'll find out here. Come on, RTY. Come on, RTY. Don't go up. Don't go up and do a retest. Let's just roll over. Let's just continuation of the downtrend. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. I know you can. I've seen you do it before. Miles will do it now. Don't do an inside candle. Come on, let's go. Come on. There we go. Now we're pushing. Let's go. Come on. All right, I'm going to go right there. Just come on. Let's squeeze this out. Come on, let's squeeze this out. Let's go. Come on. I'd like to ride this down to the prior day open, but I just don't have any confidence how things are moving. They're just not following through. So, normally I'd bring it down here. But right now I'm looking to take a win and maybe call it a day. There it is. $406. There it is. It's that simple. I'm done for the day. Wow. All right. Now, it was a 1 minute gold line. It was a valid 1 minute gold line. I personally would have killed the trade if I wasn't screwing around with my phone, because this candle had closed north of the prior day close, but it was still a 1 minute gold line. And thank God I got lucky. Now, but I knew let's talk about this. I knew it wasn't my ideal situation. So what did I do? Like I talked about in my video on how I treated Thursday and Friday last week. I grabbed my, yeah, Thursday or Friday. I grabbed my stop and just put it at even as soon as possible where I felt comfortable. It either goes or it doesn't. Now, you know, that's not, if this had been below, if the entry had really, if this candle wick was down here and the entry had been below the prior day's close, I'd have given the trade a lot more room, expecting this to keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing it. But anyways, I hit my 40 ticks right there. Bang, bang, we're done. Looks like that's about all it's going to give us is 40 ticks too. Uh, you know, if this is like fall trading where things are moving a little more, I would have definitely just put my target down here, and because it most likely would have run to there instead of hanging out. It's probably going to go there, but it's just going to take its damn time. Wow, that was beautiful. Now again, okay. Since I took this trade, come on, north, south, north, south. Here's your south. Here's your north. Here's your south. That's what you're looking for, and the size of these rotations is really what's going to kind of give you a general idea of how much money you can get out of it. I definitely stretched this one to the limit. You could see that because we went back below this pivot even. But I mean, the candle stayed in sequence, so they made it easy for me to just kind of follow my stops on it. Wish people would quit texting me. Jesus. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, 400. Oh, let me show you. I'm sorry. $406. There it is. $406. This is my balance. I've run back up. Remember, I told you guys I was going to take a withdrawal into my account, and then because I like to keep this balance below. I mean, I don't want to be too far above 10 grand. It's almost time for me to start looking at doing that again here soon. Maybe by the end of this week. I don't know. That'd be another $1,100. Yeah, maybe not. But I'm 40% of the way to my goal. All right. I think I'm done. I might be done. I have a lot of things to do today. Today is Monday. As you can hear in the background, my phone is just a ringing and a dinging. And I'm going to be out of the office all day tomorrow for some medical procedures. And so I'm a little bit short on time for trading today. Yeah. So I got fortunate there. I really, really was looking for this thing right here. Tink, tink, tink. This is what I was really looking for, man. I thought I had $500 in the bag. I thought I had $500 in the bag. But again, let's go back to, where my entry points. Look at the reaction. It's finding those rotations when price is moving north and south and figuring out where the rotation points are going to be that'll get you on the right side of the trade out of the gate. The right side of the trade out of the gate. And that's all I want in every trade I take initially. I want to be on the right side of the trade from when I get in, other than the 5-minute red line, because I understand its limitations on what I'm trying to ask it to do, with a 1-minute candle. If I'm on the right side of the trade from the moment I get on a 5-minute red line, I consider that a blessing. That's the mindset you have to have on a 5-minute red line, because it isn't necessarily going to be an immediate, rejection. Now, for example, this one crossover retest, this one did it, right here in the pre-market. I mean, you came down. Once you finally had your entry, off it went. But I mean, a lot of times it likes to hang around that red line a little bit, build up some momentum and get going. Anyways, that's it. That's my trade. If I see something else, we're about ready to hit the current low for gold. If I see something else, I might fire off a trade and videotape it. But Most likely not. But I was literally trying to put this video together and talk about some RTY stuff. Oh my God, the RTY just had a setup too. Damn it. I didn't even see that to the short side. And and I saw this set up and I was like, oh God, I gotta take it. That was insane. I was late on it. The entries really, this candle, I was late. By the time I looked up, this candle had formed, so I just threw the order on and there I am. And I put my target right there at the prior day high. Don't know if I'm going to get there. But it's looking rather good right this second. God dang, really? Oh, okay. I'm going to protect this. Wow. I don't know what the profit target is on this because I moved the target forward to be at the prior day high. So I don't know how much money I'm trying to make here. I do not know. We'll figure it out here when it's all done, I guess. Where's my P&L? Man, I got too much stuff going on. Where's my P&L? Where's my P&L? Over here. Okay. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Damn. Jeez. I was literally getting ready to make this video, to make the intro part and go over some stuff in the RTY. And I looked up at the NQ, just my eyes saw red, and then green. And I was like, what the heck happened? And I looked over and I'm like, oh my God. And I fired off the trade, man. Just fired off the trade. And look at where it went to. It went to my target, the target I had. Oh my God. All right, let's see here. What's the P&L say? P&L says 753. Holy cow, it's another $700 day on a Monday in the summertime. Look at this trade that's set up, by the way, while I was so focused on that. Look at this trade that's set up in the RTY at the same time. Slam down, current day low, boom, back into the 1 minute gold line and the prior day open, and then bam, look at that. That is conviction. Damn. That is conviction, boy. And that's let me see here. 66,940. So that's 29. Oh man, I'd have ended up short of my 40 by 3 ticks. That's some conviction right there, buddy. That is some conviction. That's beautiful. Anyways, I just had to throw that trade in there. Oh my God, man. So 3 trades today, all of them profitable, but where was the first one? I'm trying to remember. Oh, the first one was RTY also, wasn't it? Where's my first trade? Oh, my first one was gold. That's right. Gold first, made like 20 ticks, 2 ticks or something like that, 3 ticks. And then the RTY, and then which was the 1 minute gold line, and then the NQ test to the prior day close. Look at that. This candle's the toppest one right here. This green one, this hammer green one here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, gone. Damn. Holy crap. Wow. Holy crap. All right. Man, I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know. Things are clicking right now. This is kind of scary.